The naivete of Complexity's music is what initially attracted the masses to the group's music. The lush harmonies, the intricate chord changes, and that wall of sound. But something changed. It was the influence of Salad. The Salad years changed the face of their musical style and our musical history.
It's kind of a dark period. I kind of hate to talk about it, but...
Yeah, I don't like to talk about it too much. It's all Dave's fault.
After the departure of Hank, the band pursued a different direction, largely due to the influence of Todd's brother Chad. After some months of debate, it was decided that Dave and Todd would offer Chad the opportunity to become the newest member of Complexity. It was during the recording sessions of Surrounded by the Shadows that Dave and Todd asked Chad to join the band. Chad Stanton, a former Elwood blues impersonator, introduced Dave and Todd to the highly illegal substance known as Litosis greenleafus, or the better known term on the street is Salad.
After my brother, Hank, was no longer in the band, Chad Stanton, we got into the group at that time to kind of replace my brother, and he was a little more on the wild side type of character, and he was into Salad.
And he got us into Salad, and I thought it was kind of crazy from the beginning, but Dave liked the idea. That's why I said it was his fault. He liked the idea of Salad. He liked the color.
This gradualism, we got into it a little bit, and it just kept mushrooming after that. We just kept going into, started influencing our music very much too. You know, a lot of people said that album, the next album, Surrounded by the Shadows, was very influenced, even at the time, by our involvement in Salad. And I myself didn't know. I couldn't see that, but I can see now that you know, the influence was very prevalent. Of course, the reference to shadows throughout the album, of course, being the slang term for salad and vegetables and so forth.
I wanted to get into it, and you know, before we even cut the first song, he wanted to call the album, you know, Surrounded by the Shadows, which I thought was kind of strange. And you know, I later wrote a song about that. It's talking about how strange the whole time period is.
Listen to the album, it's very dark and depressing, the whole mood of the album. Like, I'm not believing and never going to be the same. And it was just the mood we were in, and just what we're getting into with the Salad just affected everything, the music and the tours and everything.
That's about it. I don't really like to talk a whole bunch about it.
We know, buddy.
In 1987, Complexity dropped out of the music scene mostly due to the pursuit of a lifestyle of overindulgence in salad. Hosting free-for-all parties became the norm, catering to all sorts of people. Scientists have now linked the spontaneous urge to dance under disco lights as one of the many side effects of salad addiction.
You know, we'd go to parties and we'd get into the whole scene with the salad and the whole, you know, salad power symbol and everything, and we just got very heavy with it.
And Dave was doing this promotion for salad. It was just a whole weird scene.
This strange cult, along with its handshake or sign of greeting that only another member would recognize. Law enforcement officials began testing the possible role that Salad played in this accident involving one of Complexity's members. The test results were positive. Dave explains.
At first, no, we felt it was unrelated, but of course after the accident then it was very prevalent what was involved, and we got to see that salad just wasn't for us.
Yeah, there's a lot of side effects. Like, well, within the first 4 months, if you do it consistently straight, the fourth toe on your foot shrivels up. I don't know why the fourth toe, but that's what happens. Dave's both fourth toes are shriveled up. I never got that far.
It wasn't something that we wanted to go into anymore. We were very disillusioned. We really didn't know what to do, actually, now that I think about it. And so that kind of led to our involvement with Steve Brown. He kind of helped us out that period.
Well, Steve helped us out. We were looking, after Chad's accident, we didn't want to turn out like that. You know, Dave saw his toes, he started freaking out. You know, we had to do something about it. So we went to Steve, Reverend Brownie.
And the food is good, and everybody's beautiful, and Todd, we love seeing you here tonight, and wish you many years of happiness and grace and love. Grace too? Yep, and grace, Dave. And many years of... Hello.
The Reverend Steve Brown, a self-proclaimed guru of health foods and vitamins, was somehow able to get Dave and Todd off of their salad addiction and onto a more positive substance. While making pastoral sick calls on hospital patients, the Reverend happened to pass by a waiting room where Todd happened to be. The two discussed counseling. Dr. Brown offers a solution.
He was very involved with the naturalist and the health type of therapy in his religion, and so we got involved with him very heavily.
He was a big help. I mean, he got us on a whole bunch of stuff like vitamins and carrots and this stuff called brown concoction. It wasn't even brown.
I guess one of the side effects of the addiction with salad raises your normal body temperature to 101 instead of 98.6, and so he helped us and got us onto the therapy of carrots, which cools us down and lowers our body temperatures.
It's lots of carrots. We have to still eat carrots to this day. I'm kind of out of carrots.
Being a former musician himself, Dr. Brown gave the two a brief demonstration of his talent. The band took an instant liking to what they had heard. He joined immediately, but their sound was still not yet complete.
Can you see me? Quit it, Rick. You're making the picture come out wrong.
An associate of Dr. Brown and former Brownieite follower, Richard Perry, also auditioned and joined the band. His bass style completed the sound the band was seeking out. Dude record producer, Jeff Agnew.
Well, I joined on to producer Surrounded by Shadows album. That was about the time they were getting off Salad.
To actually work with Jeff, I never thought I'd ever see the day, and he was just great. And he actually became like a hanger-on with us, and we'd party with him.
I brought my wine coolers and my expertise on the drums.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, this is Complexity TV.
Jeff, along with Complexity, finished the album Surrounded by the Shadows.
We gotta record. We're recording.
I know we are.
What do you want to do?
Shut up.
It kind of fell through then after that.
They decided they was going to produce their own albums.
He was just with us for the one album, the Surrounded by the Shadows. And
Which I was kind of upset about, but that's okay because I had gotten a contract with Critters.
Well, you know, gotta do what you gotta do. If you want to do what you want to do.
In 1988, Surrounded by the Shadows went to number 10 on the Billboard album chart. A major U.S. tour went into production, filling such places as Stanton Stadium, Agnew Fields, the Ann Apple Palace, Sunset Lounge, and the Lonenberger Cafe. As with any extended tour, long days and nights came as the group traveled across America. Production problems seemed non-ending. Mechanical problems also plagued the tour. Bus and plane malfunctions caused numerous delays and missed dates. What was once four good friends making music the world loved had now ended up with strained relationships and bad marriages. Many times throughout the tour, the band had to fly to New York and Los Angeles to shoot 3 videos for release during the tour. The first video released was I'll Be With You. The second reunites Chad with the band shortly shot after his release from the hospital, titled Never Going to Be the Same Again.
It's hard, but they're gonna throw in every card.
The third video shot during the tour was I'm Not Believin'. When we come back, we'll be profiling the biggest album to date.